floor ceilings. We had to do something, so we took out a section of this, so we did a picture frame, but we used reclaimed wood from here in Huntersville so that it would match. So there are, in this particular portion, which was built in 1890, there were 6 rooms, 3 up, 3 down. And so we've retained all of the fireplaces. We're not using them, of course, but so all the original fireplaces are here. So this is the original section. One of the things that was really cool was the McDaniel family who sold us this home, which was their home. They sold us a lot of their antique furniture, and so there's some history in some of these pieces. This was their great-great-great-grandmother's piece and things that had been built.
Wow.
And so we bought a lot of these pieces so that we could keep a lot of the history here for them. So these are pieces that came with them. And we did go back and get some antique chandeliers that we found that were more of the period of when this house would have been built.
How old is the house?
1890.
18.
Now the house behind us, which was the McCoy homestead off McCoy Road, was placed here in 1980. So these two houses were joined in the 1980s with an additional room, 2 rooms here, and then an additional room behind that in a 4-car garage. We're using all of that as square footage for the school. So we've got about 8,000 square feet now.
This tongue and groove
It was,
wall.
yes, all of this.
My parents' house had that, but theirs was horizontal, where
Okay.
this is vertical.
Okay. We had a really hard time because we had to get behind places, and we redid all the electrical and everything. So it was tough to kind of get behind places and put it back.
Wow.
So we've been very, very careful. We are using every square inch of the building for something, but what was really fun about this building when I came in here is when I noticed some of the actual history. When I opened this closet and I was able to look up, I saw the wooden posts. You can see the wooden dowels that they used to go from 1st and 2nd floor. So if you see right behind the blue that's hanging, there's a wooden dowel that's actually hanging down between the 2 floors. So they actually, we saw, when we pulled this apart, we saw a lot of really cool mortise and things that they were doing back then. The other interesting thing is right where we're standing, underneath this floor, there was a tree stump.
Wow.
When they built this house, they cut the tree down and built around it. So it had petrified, and we had to get it out. So
And it didn't sprout at all, because I mean, sometimes trees, sprout.
no, it didn't. It didn't. It just it was definitely dead. But was it interesting because they had to get it out, of course, because we have under both houses we have dehumidifiers to make sure that we keep everything nice and dry. We tried to retain as much doors, everything that we could keep, because every single door and every single window is a different size. Because of course, and the woods are different, so it's whatever they had on hand. But every door and window was a different size. So when we replaced all the windows, we had to measure them to the 1/8 inch because everyone was different. So it's been such an adventure to be able to come in and do this, but it was not an easy one. So Simon Watson, construction team, there's a lot of woes, but it's been worth it.
I started to say it had to be exciting though.
It
Well, now,
was
the
really.
decision to have the school, and then the decision where to place it, etc. Was that all one thing? Or
Well, we want to do multiple campuses. We really felt like this area is lacking for children with Asperger's, kids on the autism spectrum, and also students with learning differences. We just don't have the number of schools we need. And one of the problems were the 3 schools in Charlotte. There's 2 for kids with learning differences, 1 for kids with autism on the high end. And the problem is that they can't serve 8 counties, but we're trying to. We can't serve 8 counties with 3 schools serving less than 500 kids.
Wow.
And we
I
need
don't
to
know
be
about
where
all
they
of
live.
them, but for example, Epiphany is way down in Matthews.
Epiphany is way down. It's actually in, I think, Christ Presbyterian Church, right down near downtown.
Right.
And they can only serve, they're serving, I think, 32, 33 students.
And
The
then,
problem
and
is,
then Crosland, that's
you got
also
Crosland
some
for
distance. So
kids
for
with learning
someone,
differences.
In our area,
And Fletcher way on
around
the other
Lake Norman,
side.
I mean, it's
It's
you know,
just
it's just
really-
a big distance to try to drive your child.
Well, and
to
we've
that.
seen kids come from Boiling Springs and Shelby trying to come down.
Wow.
This school's going to serve kids. Actually, we've had families move into the area because there just wasn't any service for their child. So 8 counties. It's just not possible to do it all with 3 little schools, serving less than 500 kids. There are thousands of students that will qualify for these schools. So our idea was to build a campus where they share resources. So an LD school, and a school for kids on the spectrum, a trade high school, and be able to share resources on the campus so that it's more cost effective, and it's less difficult for families because they can be right here.
Right.
And they can transition those students, because this is a 3rd through 8th grade school that will serve up to 64 students.
Wow.
When we move it into the bigger building, we'll go up to 80 students with 250 students with learning differences.
Wow.
And the trade high school will serve 420 all on this campus, but we have 25 acres.
Wow.
Are you open?
We're opening on Wednesday of this week for this school. We're right down to the wire, but
Wow.
we have students already enrolled.
Now people from Lincolnton can come? Like,
Oh, they can come from anywhere they want. This is a private independent school. They can come from wherever they would like. Someday we believe this will be able to be a charter school. Right now it's private independent because we're just not able to do it here. But someday we will. So let's go up and I'll show you the classrooms. So we have the teacher's lounge or break room here and adult restrooms. And then upstairs we start with our classes. So we've got 2 classrooms already set up and the others are ready, so that the minute we get more students, we're going to
I'm going up there.
No, we weren't actually required because we had so few students. But we do have ground floor classrooms, so if we end up with students who have special needs in terms of ambulation, we'll actually just move that classroom
I would
down.
have thought as a public accommodation, you still had to, but you,
We got
Wow.
grandfather, we only have 64 kids.
well, good.
That's how, we also got
That's a
grandfather.
major expense.
It would have been, and it would have been hard to put it in this.
You're right.
So this is one of our classrooms. So we are ready to go with this one. We don't have our Promethean boards up, is the only thing that we don't have in there. Those will be, excuse me, those come up next week.
What,
So-
what for?
The Promethean boards, they're smart boards.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have a smart board in every classroom.
And this is 8th grade.
Well, actually, we're gonna combine, because we're gonna do skill levels, so we're combining some of our classrooms. So what we're gonna do is test them right away and then figure out, where's this student for math, where's this student for reading, where's this student, and then we'll group accordingly.
Oh, that'll be
So
good.
that'll be good for them, they'll be able to move at their pace.
That'll be
There's
good.
our teachers!
2 of the
There's our
teachers.
teachers, and these are
Awesome.
our classrooms. So, the second classroom set, Max, Miranda.
I'm Kirk Herbertson.
Hi.
Nice to meet y'all.
So their rooms are ready, so kids start on Wednesday, but we have the family picnic tonight between 4 and 6, so the families all get to meet each other.
Oh, that's cool.
So, y'all excited?
Yes. I know. It's gotta be exciting. And he's also the school board.
I'm on the school board in Lincolnton.
Really?
Yes.
It's ready, so when we get more kids, we can roll right in. Every classroom has desks, chairs, or tables, so every room is ready. So we can move as fast as we need to. We have open enrollment, so we enroll all year. We've already had families call their child is in a traditional school and is already in crisis, so we know we'll be enrolling a lot more students through the fall. and into the
Cool.
winter. And we're ready to do that, so we can do that as soon as they need us. We're here, we're ready to go. We just
Wow.
we need to add them to the classrooms.
Awesome.
We knew this would be that way because we were coming close to the line in terms of start. A lot of families weren't able to get in and view, so they'll be coming in. We've already started tours last week.
Wow. This is awesome.
We're trying to reorient ourselves.
Oh, I know.
You guys have done such a wonderful
One day a week,
It's
right?
amazing.
And it's like a huge commitment. I can't imagine.
But we do.
Every day.
Yeah, we started back here, so.
Go down to my offices. We kept them as close to the original. as we could. Go in.
I'm saving an old desk for you. I'll send you a picture, see if you want it.
That'd be awesome.
It's gorgeous.
Go down and see what you think. We tried to keep the original.
Okay, cool.
So, but these are classrooms. So we're gonna be putting lockers here. We wanted to wait till we got the building turned over. It's been so nip and tuck that we will. But this is one of the places where kids can come if they need a moment. They can come and sit on the bench and take a moment.
Wow.
If they're struggling. So we'll keep some things in here for them. The ladies that just passed us were the McDaniels that sold us this property. And they gave
Oh,
us
really?
Yes, so these are the original owners of the property.
The original owners. Can I get y'all some pictures?
So they sold it to
Can I
us.
get y'all's picture?
Barbara and Donna can turn around.
Can I get y'all's picture? All
So
right.
they sold us this property.
Thank you.
They've done a terrific job.
Wow.
Imagine it turning out this beautiful.
Nice, I love
We
it.
haven't seen the best yet of them.
You haven't
I'm
seen
on the
best.
school board in Lincolnton,
Yes, sir.
and I have Asperger's syndrome,
Oh,
high functioning autism.
Yeah,
So I'm
absolutely.
very interested in this place.
Yeah, so I think this is gonna be just a beautiful place for
Yeah.
kids to,
Have you been in the other spaces?
yeah.
Wow.
Like the garage just like blows my mind. It's amazing.
The multi-purpose room with those,
Wonderful.
yeah, well, it just.
And I like the way you brought the light in at every place.
Brings
you
a
did.
lot of light.
Wow.
We worked hard.
Yeah.
I hope you guys are proud.
Yeah, we got
So where are we going next?
So we're gonna go across.
Oh, okay.
Just wanna double check.
Oh, okay.
Papers in every room. Okay, we're coming across the terrace. We built this double terrace
Uh-huh.
so that we could cross over. There was no upstairs
Right.
way to cross between the two buildings. So we got some others to come along. We lost some on our tour.
I don't know. Somebody. I guess the rest of them are coming. Want me to see if they're ready?
Yes,
She's taking us down. She's taking us the rest of the way.
Cross the terrace.
Let's start with Nick.
Going across the terrace.
I'm sorry, we got caught up in a conversation.
That is
It's
not a
okay.
problem. That is not a problem. We still got a little. We've Okay, we built the double-decker terrace.
Thank you.
For
Uh-huh.
a couple of things. One, it got us from second story to second story. There was no
Uh-huh.
second story access between the two buildings. So we built the double-decker terrace to do that, but we also built it for outdoor classroom space. So even on a rainy day, we can be outside. So outdoor classroom.
cool.
So the gazebo will also be an outdoor classroom space for us, and
Oh,
then
cool.
outdoor classroom space here. That's really important to us.
Cool.
Outdoor classroom space is super important to be able to move kids in and out, to be able to do different types of activities with them.
Right.
Super important, especially with these kids. You want to be able to move those activities as you need to. So we've got lots of spaces with only 8 kids in a classroom. We can put 2 classrooms out here, we can put 2 out there.
Yeah.
So it's a way to be able to move around and use all parts of the building.
Oh, wow.
Anything that we want to do.
Wow.
So
My question was gonna be, is it all handicap accessible? And it is.
it is, except we
Yeah.
don't have an elevator to go up and down.
Right.
But we've got accessibility, and the
Right.
other thing is we've got 3 classrooms down, so that if we end up with a student that has ambulatory issues, we'll just move that whole classroom down and move the other classroom up.
Ah,
So our teachers are
gotcha.
very flexible, they will go according to the needs of the students. So if we end up with a student with ambulatory issues, we'll just move that whole classroom down and move another classroom up. We're going to be very sensitive to the needs of the students, that's why we're here.
Wow.
So in here, because we're not filling every room right now with classrooms, we were able to build a library. Hey there.
Oh, wow.
So we have another classroom, and then we made this into a small library with all different kinds of seatings, and so different kinds of things for them to do. So we've got a little library in here for right now.
Oh, cool.
We stole some of the library shelves because some of our teacher stuff is missing yet to come. So
So this building's newer, right? This is the one from
essentially
the
old.
Wow.
This building was built in between 1875 and 1880, and this was
Cool.
the McCoy house when we moved it here.
Love the rocking chair.
I know. That is so cool.
This is older than the first house. So this one was 2 up and 2 down, kind of.
Okay.
So it was a 2 up and 2 down, and so what we did was we
Come on in.
put the second room down, we turned into restrooms.
Gotcha.
So,
Wow.
Very cool.
but again, these floors were covered, they had put carpet over them. We took them up and just stripped them, and they're just beautiful. They're just beautiful.
Wow.
Well, the wood is just, and so we kept, and in fact, we had to piece together, we kept all the original, whatever the baseboard was, we kept it and just added onto it. So it's different in all different parts of the building. The baseboard
Wow.
is short, it's tall, so we kept it wherever we could keep it and
Wow.
added onto it.
Very cool.
So we really tried to be super respectful to what the building brought to us.
I'm Kirk.
Hey Kurt, good to see you.
So it's been so
Oh, you're with
exciting.
Tom? Tell us. Okay.
Not easy to be, but so
A
exciting.
lot of work.
Lot of work.
Senator
But
Tom
very
Tillis.
exciting. Be
Okay.
careful there. Careful there.
Yep.
So we are now this building had 6.5 bathrooms between the two.
Oh, wow.
And
Oh,
so
wow.
what we did was we took all those out and made them into storage areas and also teaching spaces. So if you see a door like this, it goes back to an actual storage area so that teachers can put materials in there. But
Oh, wow.
downstairs, the room was so big, we're going to use it for occupational therapy, physical therapy, psychologists, and speech therapists to come in and work with students.
Wow.
So that room is really large, so we just are going to actually use it for our OT space.
I love the portability
That's cool.
of everything.
Yeah,
New
what we
ways,
did was,
everything's on wheels.
we got furniture that actually is called transitional furniture. We bought it through VS America, and what Maria Montessori started working with them 100 years ago when they started talking about how can we make furniture work for the environment rather than or work for what they're trying to do rather than us as educators work around the furniture. How can we make the furniture work for us? So all of these go up at like these all rounds all go up and down, so they can go at counter height, they can go down low, but
Awesome.
also they can flip up, and this is a whiteboard. So if you're
Right.
working with a small group of students and you really want to work on something, this will flip up for you, and you can actually use it as a whiteboard space. So we bought several of these so that we can move them around. The beauty of this also is that we can move this furniture out if we want to do an outdoor classroom out there. It all's on wheels, every bit of it. It can roll right out onto that environment, and you can have an outdoor class. So all of our desks roll,
Wow.
all of our tables roll, everything rolls,
Wow.
everything does different things. In the art room, we have 2 tables, regular size rectangular tables, and they also are whiteboards and can flip up. So we get lots and lots of options. We wanted to make sure that we were as transitional as we could be so that we could do education wherever we want to be.
That's
and
awesome.
however we want to do it.
That's
So that's why
awesome.
you see a variety of seating. So this is from the original, we've actually bought this from them, one of the most comfortable seats, and when the kids figure that out, they're gonna fight over that rocking chair because it's the most comfortable seat in the house.
Wow.
But we got a variety of different seating because every child is different, and we want to cater to the differences among them. We also have some stools coming for this table so that they can sit if they want to do that.
cool.
So if they need table space, they'll have it. If they want to sit on something comfortable or they want to sit on the floor, we're giving them options, lots of options. And that's our desire here, is to be meeting the individual needs of every student and the corporate needs, and making sure that we have lots of options for them in seating. You'll even see a hockey seat probably in the next room over that actually then rolls with them. Those would be dizzy, but it's okay. I don't
Right.
have to sit on them. But it's just a unique place for a unique group of kids that we think are going to just excel here.
Oh,
So
yeah.
let's go downstairs. We were so thankful when Mecklenburg County allowed us to keep these stairway railings and pickets. We know
Awesome.
that they're not perfect to code, they're a couple of inches short, but they told us they would let us grandfather them in. We didn't realize this wood until we stripped it. It was such a beautiful light color. So we've really gotten excited about being able to keep things. So
Oh, here's another classroom.
it's another classroom. You notice we've set them all up differently so we can do different things in them. And then these are our restrooms. So that we've got double spaces and they're all accessible. So we took this room of the house and turned it into 2 restrooms.
Wow. Cool.
That's our OTPT room behind there. Actually, we've got Promethean boards sitting in there waiting to be hung. But that's our OT space. That again, it was one of the large restrooms. We were able to take everything out.
Right.
And so it's a great space. So this is us. This will be the front entrance for the students to come in every morning. They'll come out of the cars. They'll go into the multi-purpose room and put their lunch away in the refrigerator that's in there for them. And then they will. If
And
they're
that's
early,
in the other building, the
we're going there next. So they'll come in there, and then this will be the way they access. They can come up and go over, or they can come up if they're here. So this is their access point. So this is their front door.
Oh, wow. This is awesome.
So if you'll come this way, we'll go to the restrooms.
Oh, wow.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you? I remember you were on the mayor at one time.
As a matter
That's a long time ago.
It was.
So this right now we're using as an art room. Again, someday it'll be a classroom. Someday this will be a classroom, but right now it's our art and music room.
Wow.
The ladies, the McDaniel ladies actually gave us their piano, so we have their Wurlitzer. And then we have, this is our art space. Again, these are the tables that you can do. You can flip them up because they're whiteboards.
Right.
You can draw on them here because they're whiteboards. So again, this is our music and art room for right now until we need it as a classroom space.
Did you purchase this from your?
Actually, the ladies gave this to us.
Wow.
So this was their Wurlitzer.
Wow.
We've got to tune it up, but we're in.
Sure.
So we just got it out of storage and brought it in. But we're excited. Again, lots of light. So we're trying to bring in lots of light.
Yeah, the lights aren't even
Oh
on.
my
Lights
gosh,
are
yeah.
on, but it's, and when you go to the multipurpose room, which I lovingly refer to as the Cafe Gymatorium, you'll see that we did all glass storefront so that it would bring in lots of light. And that
Oh,
would be
wow.
the Cafe Gymatorium. So again, these are the seats.
Oh, cool.
Oh wow, that is
Do
cool.
not ask me to demonstrate. Because that makes me really, really dizzy. But again, we have lots of these all over the building for kids that need, we also have sensory seating,
Uh-huh.
and we have floor seating, so lots of options. Lots of options. We have storage here so that we can pack away our chairs and tables when we need to for
Oh, cool.
additional activities. And all these tables flip up and roll, so. There you go.
Oh, good.
You can draw that on the table.
Wow. How neat.
The easels and the posters. Right now they're in your office.
I want them in the conference room, right up against that wall where the picture is. You see blank wall, there's a couple chairs, move the chairs and put them right there.
Ooh.
Are you going that door? I'll move
No, we're
that.
going on this one right here.
Todd, we met at the mall, right? At the one, the immediate mall.
This must be the
Our last
oh,
classroom is to your left.
okay, that's the last
Last
class.
classroom is to your left, that's classroom number 8.
Okay, this one has a strange smell to it.
And again, because of the storefront windows, we have a chance to have lots of light.
Yeah.
And as you can see in the multipurpose room, lots of light.
And this is the
This is
multi-purpose
the
room.
multipurpose room, our Cafe Gymatorium. And so we have lots of space in here.
Oh my
for
word, they
kids.
have fruit and snacks.
Yes, we'll have some lunch in a bit after our ribbon cutting.
I forgot.
After the ribbon cutting, they're gonna have lunch.
Chuck, we're going to
I know.
lunch. Remember?
So we have lots of storage so that we could, we have our chairs on racks that can roll.
Okay.
So we've got stacking chairs, and we have our, we actually have our basin, our sink for the janitors. The janitor's mop basin is in here. And we also have storage for other things, and we have some phys ed things in here as well. So, yeah, so we needed some space to kind of tuck some things away. And that wouldn't take out too much space from, we're still missing a few handles, but we're gonna get it. But we have 8 classrooms, we can serve up to 64 kids in the configuration that we have. So,
Wow.
it's exciting. It's really, to see it, I guess the McDaniel sisters know better. To be able to see it for what it was and for what it could become, it was really a vision that our entire board had to see before it could become its reality. We really had to be able to see it, even though it looked like a giant home. We really could envision it, and it's become everything we wanted it to be.
It's definitely somebody.
We wanted it to be warm. One of the things we said on the Halton School website was welcome home. We want the kids to feel like this is a second home for them, that when they come here, that they can be comfortable, they feel like it's that they've come to another home where they're loved just as much as they're loved in their home when they leave it in the morning. That they're coming to a place that's, again,
Now, what is the website?
the Halton School
Uh-huh.
.org.
Okay.
Thank you. We have, of course, the Inspire website, which links to it, and the Halton School, which is the first of 3.
Wow.
So this is us.
This is very nice.
Cool.
Very nice.
This is us.
Awesome.